Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Physical Media Tonight. I'm excited to be here. We've got some movie and physical media topics to discuss. Hopefully, you guys have got some good questions in the chats. And yeah, I want to be honest. I was almost late to the live stream. I was trying to finish my Sing Street 4K from Lionsgate Limited. I've been waiting for a release like this for this movie for a long time. And I don't know if I'll like do a standalone review for this, but I'll just say right now, it totally delivered. And I hadn't watched the movie in about 4 years, and man, it's such a good movie. I really enjoyed it. It's just a really good, feel good movie. So I'm not saying you got to buy this $40 edition from Lionsgate Limited. I think this is for like fans of this movie, but um, definitely seek that film out. Watch it on Netflix, streaming, buy the Blu-ray. I think the Blu-ray is still available, but it's one of the more underrated, underseen films of the 2010s. So yeah, had to finish that. Just finished it right before I came in here. And yeah, I'm excited to be here though, guys, to talk about movies, physical media. Can you guys hear me out there? Hopefully you guys can hear me. And we already got a super chat from Terrifier Fan 1999 says R.I.P. Hayden Panettiere. Is that how you pronounce her name? Yeah, that was very sad. I mean, it's always sad to hear about the death of somebody that's as young as she was. I mean, 36. I mean, that's 4 years younger than me. Um, I mean, I'll be honest, like I never watched Heroes or Nashville or some of the shows she was on. I honestly don't know if I've seen her in anything other than the Scream movies. But she was great in Scream 4. Like I think she's a big reason why that movie is as good as it is. I mean, she's a great character in that film. So yeah, very sad. Very sad for sure. Okay. All right. You guys can hear me, right? Collector Movie Man. Thank you. Thank you, Collector Movie Man. Was she in until like the movie? No, she wasn't in the movie. You talking about the game? Was she like did voice work and stuff too, I think. Yeah, I remember somebody said remember the Titans too. And yeah, I mean, I watched that movie. She was a little girl in that one, wasn't she? She was in the game? Are you kidding me? Damn. She was around for a while. I love the game. I gotta look that up. Yeah, she was probably in a lot of things that I watched that I didn't even realize because I don't feel like she became a star until Heroes. Um, yeah, I mean it's sad, very sad. Is Ken and Ratman the same person? We just might be. But guys, look, this is how it's gonna work tonight. I'm gonna get into the chats. I'm gonna try to um interact with as many of you all as I can, answer questions, things like that for the first 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna dive into my main topic of the night. Then I'm gonna get back into the chat. Then I've got another topic I'm gonna discuss. And then if we got time, another topic towards the end of the stream. But I'm going to try to keep from doing what I did last week and what I do most of the time, and that is save all my topics for like the last 30 minutes because it just feels like I'm reading stuff for like the last 30 minutes and not getting to interact with you all as much. So I'm going to try to change up the way I do things and be a little bit more structured tonight. But like always, ask me anything. Whatever you want to talk about, movies, physical media, whatever. Go ahead and throw it in the chats. And like I said, I'll do my best to get to it. Obviously, I do prioritize super chats. So if you super chats, I will get to your question way quicker. But that is not something you have to do. I do try to read the majority of my chat anyway. William Cinema, hey there, Kenny and chat. What's going on, man? We got Travis Brown here. Evening, Ken. Interested in what Neon has done, but hopefully not as bad as A24 investing in AI. No, I wouldn't say as bad as that. I wouldn't say as bad as that, but pretty bad. Honestly, it was bad, but they redeemed themselves. So that helped for sure. But we'll get into it. I think it's a pretty interesting story. We got Collector Movie Man in here. Hey, Ken, here's what I have on pre-order for September: Annihilation 4K Steelbook. It's a great movie. I don't know if I'm going to get that Steelbook, though, just because I already have it. 2 Sweeney Todd 4K Steelbook, Tequila Sunrise Arrow Video 4K, Interview with the Vampire 4K, Supergirl 4K. Oh, that's coming out September. Holy shit. September's going to be a stacked month. Hey, Ken, here's what I have in pre-order for October: Harry Potter, Project Hail Mary, 4K Steelbook, Master Universe 4K Steelbook. Yeah, damn it. October's going to be a banger, too. Ken, I know this will be true because you always have great sound. I have confidence. You called out. You can hear me before I even went live. Ken, are you getting the 4K release of Frankenstein and Wolfman Legacy box set editions? Similar to Dracula one last year, I got all previous Legacy ones on Blu-ray, as well as the Mummy. Not right away. I may at some point, but I'm going to hold off because I know Universal and how they like to do things and handle those Universal monsters. And I can almost guarantee with probably 95% certainty that there'll be a 4K box set with all of them at some point. I don't know. Something just tells me that there will be. I could be wrong. But if not, those Universal monster sets, like, they stay in print. So I don't feel the rush to get them because you can still get, part 1 or volume 1 and volume 2. I'm pretty sure you can still get the Hitchcock sets from Universal as well. So I'm sure they'll stay in print. They'll probably go on sale at some point. So I'll hold off on them. I didn't get the Dracula one last year. So anyone else knows quality of steelbooks kind of went down? Ordered a couple this month, and at least 2 or 3 of them didn't close. Right, I have noticed that, Sean. I meant to call that out too, and it might have been my Barbarian steelbook. I put it over there. I'm not going to get it, but I think it was that one, and I was going to mention because I reviewed it tonight, or I filmed my review, and I should be putting that out maybe Saturday. But I have noticed that in a couple of my steelbooks, they are not closing the best. Like, I can get them to close, but they just don't close as easy as they used to. So I have noticed that too. What's the next vampire movie you want on 4K? From Dusk Till Dawn, Kevin. You know that. Come on now. Are you trolling me here? Tequila Sunrise, Enemy of the Gates for me. Yeah, I've got Enemy of the Gates over here. I need to check it out. Let me take a drink, guys. Let me answer the line of questioning, Kevin Crew. Are you going to buy Cable Guy? Absolutely. What is your all-time favorite PS2 game? PS2? See, PS2 era is pretty spotty for me. I did not play a ton from the PS2 era. I was in high school and so I just wasn't gaming as much. Like, I was gaming, but I wasn't like I was only playing like wrestling games and Grand Theft Auto. Like, that was pretty much it. But I played more PS2 games in years since, and I probably God of War, honestly. I love God of War. I think it's a masterpiece, and God of War 2. So between those two, probably both of them together, I'll cheat and say both. Rocko's Modern Life versus Rugrats. I didn't watch either. Better year for horror movies, 1979 versus 1986. Off the top of my head, 79's got like Alien, Amityville Horror. God, what else does it have? 79 feels like the winner to me of those years. Salem's Lot. I'm pretty sure 79's the winner, but I mean, it is the 80s, so I'm sure 86 has a lot of bangers, but what did I do? Let's see here. I like these kind of questions though, so that's why I'm diving into it. Okay, let me bring up IMDb because they got a. All right, so 89 is Alien, Phantasm, Zombie, Nosferatu the Vampire, which I have on 4K. I haven't watched it yet. The Brood, Beyond the Darkness, The Amityville Horror, Tourist Trap, The Driller Killer, Prophecy, When a Stranger Calls, The Visitor. That's a crazy movie. Allison's Birthday. And maybe it's not as stacked as I thought, but it is pretty top heavy. Alien, Phantasm, Zombie. Like Amityville Horror, like that's some all timers right there. All right, just so I'm being fair, what does 86 have? What does 86 have? All right, it actually brought up a full list. Let's see. Do you all like this kind of stuff too, or are you irritated that I'm even entertaining this? Let's see. I mean, shit. It is the 80s. I mean, fuck. Aliens, The Fly, Maximum Overdrive, Critters, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 6, Poltergeist 2, Night of the Creeps, From Beyond, which I love From Beyond, Chopping Mall, Psycho 4, Trick or Treat, April Fool's Day, Vamp, which is a really cool vampire movie. I like the movie. Troll, Howling 2, Spookies, Slaughter High. I mean, there's a lot of trash here. Like, what's a legitimate all-timer? I don't even count Aliens as a horror film. You know, it's more of a sci-fi action. The Fly. So I mean, The Fly is like your heavy hitter, and then you could say maybe Jason Lives. You could say Texas Chainsaw Part 2. Maybe Critters. Maybe. I don't really think Critters is a heavy hitter though. So I think 79's got more heavy hitters, but 86 has got more quantity. That's a tough one though. I'm sure there's some other ones that I'm not even bringing up here. I'll say 79 because it's got aliens, and I feel like there's more stuff that I didn't bring up. But that's a good question, Kevin. I like those kind of questions. Maria says, "Hey Ken, how are you? I'm doing good, Maria. Hope you're doing well." We got GB Gary here. R6 Cover Tops is here. Winchester's here. Oh, you reminded me. I did not. I haven't watched my Popeye 4K yet. I've had that for weeks. I gotta check that out. Yeah, I saw that rumor that they're putting out Detroit Rock City, but that has not come to fruition yet. All right, we haven't seen that official announcement. I grew up on the Turtles cartoon from the 80s. For sure. I've seen that. I had the Technodrome toy when I was a kid. We got Michelle here. Hey, Ken, coming to you from Swenson's Drive-In in Ohio. Awesome, Carrie. Bloodwire Radios here. Hey, Ken, what are a few films you've exhausted all hope for ever getting a 4K or even a Blu-ray? Love the show. Well, what have I exhausted all hope? I got two right next to me. These two. I've lost all hope. The Rock and Broken Arrow. I talk about those in an upcoming video. That's why they're next to me. I'm not going to tell you which one. Those are two because they're Disney. 20th Century Studios, and I think The Rock is Hollywood Pictures. No, it's Touchstone. Rock's Touchstone. And Con Air, too. Where the hell is Con Air? Where's Armageddon? What the fuck? I get so mad. I get pissed. Let's see. I'm in Culver's drive-thru in Ohio. Nice. I like Culver's. Culver's is good. What's up, original Captain Direct? Hail to the Rat Man. Welcome to the We All Hate Disney for Gatekeeping Titles Live. Pretty much. What's up, Eli? Thank you, Eli. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. I would appreciate it. I've got some digital codes to give away tonight. I could give away. I got probably three I could give away. Digital codes. Where are we at for likes right now? We got to check that. We got to check in with the likes. Where are the likes at? If I don't get 100 likes soon, because there's 155 people in here, I should be able to get 100 likes. We're at 54. If I don't get 100 likes in, let's say, 15 minutes, I'm gone. I'm going to bed. I'm tired anyway, I'm done. I'm out of here. Screw you guys. I'm going home. All right. I'm sorry, guys. Hello, everyone. F Disney. Yeah, F Disney. That's right. Aaron, my dude. Shout out to Lionsgate Limited for excellent Sing Street. I know. I was so happy with this release when I got done watching it. It's everything I wanted. And again, I don't think I'm gonna review it. It looked freaking great. Like it was a great looking like that scene that's kind of a Back to the Future homage. Looks incredible. You know, where they're playing drive it like you stole it. Uh, let's see. Why do you think YouTubers get so heated in the comments? Um, why do I think YouTubers get heated in the comments? You mean like if they're replying to negative comments or they're replying to comments? I don't know exactly what you mean. Sometimes I can get heated, you know, if you catch me at the wrong moment, you know. But I try to not. Even if it's like super negative, I'm just most of the time just like, "Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way." Or, you know, you can not watch my channel. How about that? Saw Nightcrawler came to 4K, tempting, new commentary. Yeah, it's a good 4K. It's a solid 4K. You know, pick up the slipcover. It's better than the steelbook. How's it going, Ken? I'm looking forward to Severance shipping my box of the Autopsy of Jane Doe. Yeah, we'll get that hopefully by Christmas, you know. Mostly know her from Screaming Until Dawn. From Grindhouse, we can hear you loud and clear. Remember the Titans. Everybody gone. Let's see. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's one thing to hear about somebody that's like, you know, 80 or 90 that passed away. It's sad, you know, especially if it's somebody that has a legacy. But it's like, well, you know, they had a good life. But when it's somebody that's like 36, like Michelle Trachtenberg too last year. It's tough to hear. Um, okay, motion capture. That's cool. I didn't know she was involved in all that kind of work. So that's news to me. Uh, yeah, that was another thing I was gonna talk about tonight, but I forgot to pull it or to pull that info. But apparently Pleasantville, the Blu-ray is like selling out or something, which is pretty funny. I think it's still available on Groove. I mean, it's still 11.99, but I think what people were saying was that when they order the Blu-ray of Pleasantville now, it says you have like a month wait to get it. So obviously they're out of stock and they're trying to replenish. So yeah. Bring back the round tables. Maybe. Maybe at some point. Oh, I'm fine and I'm okay. What is the next I haven't seen Tires, Jason. Welcome though. Welcome. I haven't seen Tires. What is the next movie you want to see in the movie theater that's coming out? I think we're gonna go see Insidious Into the Further. Is that what it's called? The tomorrow, my wife and I. Um, so yeah, I think that one. But I do want to see The Rivals of Amaziah King, the new movie with Matthew McConaughey. I don't know if it's gonna end up screening around me. And what is it? Teenage Sex Death at Camp Miasma. I want to see that movie too. But those are 2 movies that I don't know if they're gonna be in my area or if they're gonna have a time that works for me because 'cause they're, like, limited releases, so hopefully they get a more wide release and I have an opportunity to go see them because 'cause I've heard great things about both movies. Any idea when The Odyssey will be available for pre-order steelbook? I would say October. I would say October, maybe late September, it'll be available. But that movie's still doing very well at the box office. It's still, I think it still has IMAX screenings and stuff still going. And yeah, they're going to keep it in the theaters as long as they can. Uh, yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. 125 in the chat. Looking them up, found out. Yeah, that they Alliance took over Mill Creek. Yeah, yeah. Just came from the theater, watched The End of Oak Street. I enjoyed it. It's nothing spectacular, but it's a good time. That's a good way to put it, Aaron. That's pretty much my thoughts. Actually, I didn't really like the movie at all. Like the first 30 minutes, I was not into it. And it really, by the end of it, kind of won me over. It gets more entertaining as it goes. So I'll give it credit for that. I have no thoughts on the Angry Orchard screen theme 12 pack. I don't drink Angry Orchard. It's cool though. I've seen pictures. Uh, well, actually, I haven't reviewed last summer yet, Carrie. I haven't reviewed it, but I did show it off on last week's live stream. It looks cool. I need to watch it still. Can't wait for the Saints next week. Oh yeah, I got the Saints. I need to watch that. Like to appreciate. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. 007 games on PS2. Yeah, but I never played any of those. Like to me, it would never get better than GoldenEye, so I didn't even try. You know, guys, we got 179 people in the chats. Hit the like button. Am I at 100 likes yet? I'm out of here if I'm not. I'm just telling you all that right now. I'm done. I'm so done. 86 likes. That's better. Y'all got 5 minutes to give me 14 likes. And I'm gonna get my likes. I'm gonna get them as for I'm missing Screen Factory to put out bangers every October. I know it's sad. I miss it too. Nobody's really filled that void, you know. You got other labels putting horror stuff out sporadically, but nobody's like no other label that is their focus. I mean, you can say Vinegar Syndrome, I guess, but they do other genres and stuff too. But yeah. Oh damn, yeah, that's a problem. It's a problem, you know. That's why I don't give a shit about steelbooks. I don't really want them. You know, I like the cool ones every now and then to get, but I don't want it to be like the only option. You know, it's what pisses me off. Miss Bay, new to the channel. I recently picked up Nightcrawler Mondo Steelbook. It's a beauty. Oh, I think I've seen that one. That is a beauty. And welcome to the channel, by the way. Me and my girlfriend are enjoying tonight. Watch your live stream video on YouTube channel. Oh well, welcome, ma'am. I think I read that before. Greetings, programs. What's up, Decades 80s? I probably would agree with that. Yeah, I probably would agree with it. Honestly, it's probably better than the last 4 Jurassic Park movies. It's probably the best dinosaur movie since Jurassic Park 3. I like Jurassic Park 3. Yeah, I missed out on all those games, Travis. I am actually in the middle of playing Jack and Daxter, the first one, the Precursor Legacy. I downloaded that off my PS3. Ever since I did that PS3 story about the storefront closing, I've been downloading games off of there because I'm trying to get like a stock of PS1 games on there, stuff that's like $5, and if you want to get them like complete unbox, it's like 100 for some of them. So I downloaded Silent Hill, the first one, and I got there's a couple other things I want to get to. Actually, there's more than a couple, but I got the Jack and Daxter series. There's all 3 of them in one pack, and it was $10, and it was the PS3 remaster. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. It's 3 games for $10, and to get that, like the physical version of that, it's like $90. So I don't mind doing digital with games. I just never have really. So that's no big deal to me. I do like collecting some physical games too, but digital I'll also get. Every steelbook I bought this year doesn't close is absurd, especially for the amount of money they want for them. Yeah. All right, yeah, I'll agree with that. It is. They are. I think the 2010s is pretty good though. Yeah, you might be right. I mean, what came out in 82? The Thing, Friday the 13th Part 3. Um wasn't hold on. Halloween 3 was 1982, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Or was that 83? I can't remember. It might have been 82. I think it was 82. Yeah, there's a lot of great films in 86. I was just trying to think of horror. Yeah, Garrett 100% would go for 86 for sure. But I don't know though. Garrett likes some of those movies in 79 a lot. I know he likes Phantasm. How was Hokum on 4K? I haven't watched the 4K yet. I haven't watched the 4K yet. I need to. I think there was something. There's some kind of rumors or rumblings like I feel like 2 years ago now, but nothing's materialized out of it. So, I don't know. I would think that would have been, like, one of the first 4K steelbooks that Disney should have done. Like, when they were doing Tombstone and Kingdom of Heaven and Master and Commander, and, like, it should have been The Rock in there as well, like and I thought maybe, okay, they're waiting for the 30th, and they're gonna put it out, this year, but nothing. It'd be awesome because sometimes they'll just come out of nowhere and announce something. It'd be cool if it comes out in, like, October or November or something, but I just don't see it happening at this point. If you don't do it for the 30th anniversary, then when the hell are you gonna do it? You know? It's disappointing. Um, Maybe I just read the logo wrong. No, you're right, it is Hollywood Pictures. I looked at the logo wrong. Glad you could join me, Marcus. I want My Mother's a Werewolf on Blu-ray because it's YouTube. Disney owns Hollywood Pictures and Touchstone. They do. Yes, I know this. I do know. If anybody knows that, it's me. It is me. I've made a career out of bitching about it. 101 likes, guys. Thank you. And for that, I'm going to give away the first digital code. Okay. Are you guys ready for this one? Actually, you know what? The first one I'm going to give away is the one I talked about at the beginning. I'm going to give away the Sing Street digital code. There you go. Somebody get this that hasn't seen it, please. If you've seen it, don't take it. Come on. All right, we're going to try this. Nobody's taking it yet. What is going on here? Move this damn light over here. This is so ridiculous. There we go. You guys see that? Yeah, somebody take it that hasn't seen it, please. If you've seen it, don't take it. I need somebody to watch this for the first time. I mean, I know that doesn't mean anything, me saying that. Whoever's going to take it is going to take it, but it's a great movie. It really is. It's the definition of a hidden gem. That's what it is. Okay. So when we get to, if we get to 150, I really got to do something with my lighting situation. If we get to 100, well, we'll say this 125. 125, I'll give away another digital code. What 4K catalog titles made you feel the most like you were watching in the theater for the first time? Twister. That's the first one that came to mind. I'm trying to think. Made me feel like I was in the theater for the first time, or made me feel like I felt when I saw it in the theater? Like, could it be something that I didn't see in the theater and then I'm watching it the first time? Eraser. What I just watched a couple nights ago that I'm reviewing soon. Yeah, I'll just say Twister for now, for the sake of time. Disney is putting out Commando, The Rock, Strange Days, Con Air on 4K in France, which means US editions are coming. Ken, don't do that. You know, don't give me hope. Just don't do that. Okay. Everybody knows that France gets everything and we get nothing over here. It does. I love to see it. I love to see it. I do. You pre-order tickets for Doom Part 3. Isn't it selling out? That's crazy. It's still crazy to me that that movie and Avengers Doomsday is coming out on the same day. Like, that's nuts. That is nuts. That means that I will not be able to watch any other movie in the theater for like 3 weeks. It'll just be those two movies taking all the screens. Let's see. Yeah, Running Scared is a great movie. I've seen 2 reviews for the new Insidious movie. One was a glowing review, the other review said it was trash, and I usually agree with both reviewers. Well, that's complicated. That's exciting though, you know, 'cause then you don't know what to expect. Um, I'll say this, I thought the trailer when I first saw the trailer, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the trailer for it was good. It sold me on it. I haven't even watched the 5th one, and I'm not even going to. I'm just gonna go watch the 6th one. I don't feel like I need to. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I've always wanted to play Nightfire. What's up, Red Phone Video? First time caught a live stream. Are you going to pick up the big Kubrick collection? I will be grabbing the Kubrick collection, yes. I will be grabbing the Kubrick collection. I don't know if I'll grab it immediately, but I will get it at some point. Do you have a 4K Steelbook, A Bridge on the River Kwai? I do. I do have that Steelbook. I do. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna see Onslaught for sure. I love Adam Wingard. At least like early Adam Wingard. Like his Godzilla movies are fine. Like, but that's not Adam Wingard. That's just Adam Wingard trying to do big budget stuff. I like or I love You're Next. I love The Guest. I really like the Blair Witch remake or sequel that he did. I would say it's a sequel. And I've been wanting him to get back to his roots and do something more original. And I'm glad he's doing it. So I'm excited for Onslaught. Do I plan on getting the Manhunter Final Cut 4K? I don't know. I'm on the fence. You know, I got the original cut on DVD, so I have it if I want it. And yeah, I might get it. I might get it. I wasn't a huge fan of it. That's why I was going to try it again on 4K. When my wife and I saw it in the theaters, I was very tired. It was very slow, and I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. That could be it, or it could be just a movie that doesn't buy with me. But like everybody seemed to really enjoy it, so I feel like I'm an outlier there. So I want to try it again, see if it hits me differently. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, I'll be honest with myself about it. Um, Favorite movies directed by John Irving? I'd have to look him up, man. I'm sorry. I'm sure he's directed some bangers. I'll say Raw Deal. It's a good one. Good Arnold movie. Oh, he recently died. That's why you're asking this. That's sad. Next of Kin, Eminent Domain, Widow's Peak. He did a Robin Hood movie. A Month by the Lake. I'm gonna be honest. I have not seen any of these movies other than Raw Deal. So, oh, I do have Ghost Story from Scream Factory. He did that one. Well, he seemed like a very versatile filmmaker. A lot of variety in his filmography. Well, that's sad to hear. Halloween 3 was 82. Okay. All right. I've been live for nothing super awesome as Hokum. Okay. All right. Let me put a pin in this comment, and I'm going to get into, since we're talking about Hokum, that's a good segue. Let me find this Reddit forum. We got to go to Reddit, guys. I'm sorry. It's a cesspool over there. And talk about this Hokum story. Look, I was going to do a whole video on this and just blast Neon. But this story has a happy ending, so I couldn't do it. But I still wanted to talk about it because it was a pretty serious issue that occurred in the world of physical media, and it needs to be discussed. All right. Let me see if I could share this Reddit forum. Put myself down here. So what happened was Neon Films did a sale, and this sale I think took place 2 or 3 months ago. It's been a while. It's been a while. And the sale was a buy one, get three, or not three, buy one, get two sale. You buy one movie and you get two for free. And they included pretty much everything on the Neon Films website. I made a video about Neon earlier this year when I was talking about the No Other Choice box set, which is still the only release that's coming out in the States for No Other Choice. I don't know why they're not doing a standard 4K or Blu-ray or DVD or whatever. So on their website, they've got, an entire section where they sell their Blu-rays and their 4Ks and their DVDs. So it's like a little boutique shop or DVD Blu-ray shop on their website. You can get their stuff on their website. Pretty much like A24. A lot of it's overpriced. A lot of it I've gotten before from like a Dollar Tree for $1, and it's priced at $25, like Assassination Nation. I remember I picked that up at a Dollar Tree for $1 or $1.25, whatever it was. And I got the slipcover with it as well. And they're selling it for $120 or $25 on their website. Anyway, they had this sale, buy one, get two free. And I think it was either the next day or it was like a couple days later. They turned that sale off. They made it unavailable. So that kind of threw up the flag that made everybody think, oh, this was too good to be true. This was not supposed to happen. But to Neon's credit, they didn't cancel anybody's orders. They didn't cancel anybody's orders. As far as I know, everybody that ordered one movie and got two for free still got their movies. But what happened is a lot of people, because they included pre-orders in that as well, ordered the Hokum 4K as a part of that deal. So a lot of people, probably if you ordered some of their older titles, like you got your sales stuff within a couple of weeks. But since a lot of people ordered the Hokum 4K, they didn't start receiving their orders until this past week when Hokum was released. Or maybe Hokum's coming out. I don't know when Hokum. I think Hokum came out this past week. So everybody started receiving their orders in, and everybody got the DVD instead of the 4K, which left people to the conclusion that since the sale was a mistake, Neon was trying to save money, on what they lost in that sale, which was probably a mistake, and sending everybody the DVD instead of the 4K to save a little bit of money. So that's what everybody believed. And then they flooded Neon with emails. Of course, like you order a 4K, I don't care if it's a part of a sale or not. Like it's their sale and you made it eligible. You order a 4K, you expect a 4K, not a DVD. And the thing is with Neon, they are another studio that has completely cut out the Blu-ray on a lot of their releases. They don't even do Blu-ray anymore. So it's either DVD or it's 4K now with them on a lot of their releases. Now, they did do a Blu-ray for Exit 8, but there was no 4K for that. They did a Blu-ray and they did a DVD. But yeah, so everybody emailed Neon, and this was in the Reddit forum right here that I'm bringing up. And let's see, received DVD of Hokum instead of 4K, 0 for 3 for my Neon order. So yeah, I think a lot of people just received the Hokum DVD and they were still waiting on a couple of their items. So, I mean, it's still remains to be seen if everybody's going to actually get their entire order fulfilled if they haven't gotten some of their stuff yet. But so far, my 3-for-1 Neon order has been 100% unfulfilled. Arco has not been shipped. I was sent a standard Blu-ray instead of a 4K for the Monkey. Yeah, because the Monkey got both. And a Hokum DVD. And a Hokum was a DVD instead of a 4K. So they were also sent the standard Blu-ray for the Monkey instead of the 4K as well. This person was. How is a company this incompetent? Yeah, I don't know if it was incompetence. I think it was kind of intentional. But if there's anybody in the chat that was involved in this sale, let me know in the chat. Let me know if you are getting your 4K sent to you. Did you get any of your other items? Like, are you still missing items? Did anybody get their orders successfully? If you're in the chat or if you're watching on the replay, you can comment. But yeah, let me know. I would be curious to know about that. Yeah, and then people are just sounding off in the comments. What an absolute travesty. We all need to flood Neon with complaints because this is unacceptable. I remember pre-ordering Friendship from A24. I was so excited as it never had played locally for me and it seemed like a great movie. My copy got delayed a bit at first. I ended up acquiring it as my wife and I had planned a date night, including watching it. What a date night, watching Friendship. I had a great time. She hated it. Yeah, see, my disc came and it didn't match what the shots were on the site. Okay. What a joke. I also got a DVD copy. This is my first time ordering with them and my last. Apparently, they don't even respond to emails. So I'm going to give them an ultimatum with my email and tell them if they don't send me the right copy, then I'm calling my credit card company to dispute my purchase. I suggest everyone else do the same. So maybe it can cause a ripple effect back to them. Wow. Yeah, you got to push back, guys. People are tired. They don't want to get kicked around anymore. They don't want to accept. No, look, no offense to the DVD. You don't want to accept a DVD when you ordered a 4K for crying out loud. Okay. It's not the same quality, especially for a movie like Hokum. Like, you probably can't even see that movie on DVD. It's so dark. Whereas the 4K, the HDR and Dolby Vision, that's going to bring out some of those colors and provide some contrast and make you make out some of the shapes and monsters that you see in that movie. But so yeah, it was a huge mess. It was a huge mess. Not movies, but 6 t-shirts. I emailed them mid-June. They said by mid-July I have my shirts. Emailed them early August and they said, "Yeah, cuz this didn't include just movies. This included like merchandise too." Um so we'll see. Currently 0 at 6. Holy shit. I don't know why I even bother having a storefront. Yeah, that's the thing. They cannot sell that much on there because the movies are way overpriced on their site. They're cheaper on Amazon. So, like, that had to have been like the first time they sold anything on their website. That wasn't like a pre-order like No Other Choice, or some of the other specialty packages they've done. Was that sale? Because I can't imagine anybody just wanting to pay $25 for Assassination Nation on Blu-ray with probably no slipcover because it's been around a while. I ordered Hokum, Keeper, and No Other Choice during the sale. Holy crap, No Other Choice, huh? Keeper came in fine. It was the 4K. Got the DVD of Hokum instead of the 4K. I'm hoping when No Other Choice comes in, it won't be a PAL Betamax instead of 4K. The Hokum situation is such a clusterfuck. If this mistake was done simply by the hundreds, they lost a shitload of money on shipping and on actual product. Yeah, I mean, not only um, are they going to lose money on the sale that they initiated, but they're also going to be losing money on having to reship everybody a 4K as well. Because I can tell you one thing, if I got sent a DVD, I'd be wanting the 4K and I ain't shipping the DVD back. You can't expect me to ship that back. I ain't paying for shipping to ship that back. So I'm keeping that DVD and I'm getting that 4K and I'm donating it to a friend or taking it to Goodwill or or whatever. Look, everybody go out to your local Goodwills and see if you find some copies of Hokum on DVD because a lot of people are going to have to be offloading those copies somewhere. So maybe you'll find it there for like $2 or $3. But yeah, okay. But anyway, this story does have a happy ending. It has a happy ending, guys. Do you want to hear about the happy ending for the story? If I can pull this up, figure out how to do it. Let me just copy this image. Let me save this. And then I can put it up on the all right, let's remove this. And let's add this in. Bear with me, guys. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. All right. So Neon sent some customers this notice, and I forget where this was posted, but it says we have been made aware of an error that inadvertently caused Hokum, and this was, I think, I want to say 3 or 4 days after people started realizing they got DVDs because this has been an issue that's been going on for like the past 5 or 6 days. We have been made aware of an error that inadvertently caused Hokum Blu-rays, see, to ship instead of the 4Ks. They don't even know what they have. They don't know that they didn't even do a Hokum Blu-ray. So they say they ship Blu-rays when they shipped DVDs to ship instead of the 4Ks. All orders have been re-entered to receive the 4K, which should be shipped to everyone shortly. You will receive a separate email confirming the new order. As an apology for the inconvenience, we want to extend free shipping on your next order, valid through the end of the year. Enter code Hokum 4K at checkout. It'd be funnier if they named it Hokum DVD at checkout. For any additional questions or concerns, please email dvd@neonrated.com. So, okay. Like I said, there's a happy ending to this story. They screwed up. This is what they should do. They made things right. So good on Neon. Good on Neon for making things right, shipping the 4K out to the people, giving them free shipping on their next order. But who's going to order from Neon anyway after this? Maybe to get no other choice. Like if you want to get no other choice now, you can do it and get free shipping. But so there you have it, guys. That's the whole Neon error and screw up that happens, and I just wanted to talk about it because I thought it was interesting. And again, Neon, they did a real bonehead thing, but they're fixing it. So good on them. You got to give them credit for that. Give them credit for that. All right, let me jump back into the chats, see what you guys are saying. A little bit later, we're going to get on the Toy Robot website. Apparently, that's up and running. So I wanted to get on that for the first time with you all. And they got some new titles that they announced this week as well that we'll go over. But again, let me get back to the chat. Heat 2, Hollywood really is running out of ideas. Yeah, well, I mean, Michael Mann wrote the book 4 or 5 years ago. So I think it was always in the plans to do a Heat 2. I don't think you should call it Heat 2 though. And they might not. That might just be the working name. I just think that's kind of too generic for a Heat movie. Like it should be called something else, whatever you want to call it. I know you're not a huge fan of TV shows, but is there one? I mean, I actually watch a ton of TV, Uncle. I don't really talk about it a lot on this channel. But my wife and I love watching TV. So I watch a ton of TV. I just don't feel compelled to buy TV on physical media as much for whatever reason. But one that I would buy 100% if it got announced is a Breaking Bad 4K box set. Preferably, I want them to do the barrel again because I missed out on it the first time because I was not buying a lot of physical media. I was pretty poor when that came out and I couldn't afford it. So I want them to re-release that on 4K so I can get that barrel. So, because Breaking Bad's probably my favorite TV show of all time. What is the worst boutique label ever besides TerraVision? I don't think TerraVision's the worst. I'll say this though. I'm going to talk about TerraVision in an upcoming video. I don't know if they're for me necessarily. I don't think they're the worst. They do good work for when they actually put it out. When they actually get it out there, it's good. It's quality. The Rumpelstiltskin 4K they did was really good, but a lot of the movies I watch from them are just not my thing. I read that Armageddon was on 4K in China from Disney. Really? Yeah, let's say Dark Force Entertainment. They seem to be the punching bag in the physical media community. I would say it probably is. Yeah. I haven't seen the third one though. My soul needs that too. My soul needs Blank Check. I just can't even get into it, man. I'll go on a rant and I'll go on a tirade because it pisses me off so much how much shit Disney has that they do nothing with. Like, there's so many cool things they could do. They could create some kind of like Paramount Presents style line that does like cool, like does like Disney classics from the 90s or something, the 80s and 90s, or you can do whatever, but like the live action classics like Cool Runnings, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You can go back and do the Herbie movies, some of the Kurt Russell movies, Darby O'Gillis and the Little People, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, do stuff like Blank Check, and like there's just so much they could do. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I have not seen Catherine. I've not. I need to. I need to. River's Edge is awesome. I only got Blu-ray released semi recently. I haven't seen it. I Am Sam in 4K. I Am Sam. Has Meteor Man aged well? I haven't seen Meteor Man in a long time, if ever. I don't know if I've seen that movie at all, honestly. It sounds familiar. Yeah, I didn't know they were putting out a bunch of stuff outside the US. I might have to look into that. End of Oak Street, I think, it started off as a thumbs down and ended up a thumbs up. I'd recommend it. It better not be a crappy. It is not a crappy horror movie, Michelle. It's a really good coming of age movie. It's very much inspired by teen romance comedies of the 80s. It's got a lot of great 80s music in it. It's got a lot of great original music that's inspired by 80s music. And it's just a really charming film. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. I feel like the movie will be right up your alley though. Field of Dreams. Did I watch The Furious yet? I did watch The Furious. I watched it last Friday nights. I enjoyed it. I did not enjoy it as much as I was hoping to, but I'll talk about it, in an upcoming video. I'll say Gladiator 2. And well, hold on. Which Roadhouse 2 are you talking about? You talking about the one that came on Amazon Prime? Directed by Doug Liman, or are you talking about the legitimate Roadhouse 2? Because I've never seen that one. I've only seen the original and I've seen the new one. But I would say Gladiator 2, and I haven't even seen it. So Jumanji 4 comes out in December as well. It does. Yeah. Yeah, that would be exciting if they could get I'm hoping Friday Night 2 comes out in October. That would be cool. Arrow has already double dipped on Warner Bros. 4K Evil Dead Rise. What would you like to see Arrow give another shot on in the Warner catalog? I mean, I struggle to say this because it's already coming out as a part of the new Kubrick box set and from Criterion, but I would love an Arrow Video Shining box set. Like I would love it. Like done in the Arrow Video style with the A on the side and the booklet inside and all kinds of special features, new special features for The Shining. I would love that. But I know The Shining's got enough treatment. I'm trying to think of something else that they could potentially do. I think Poltergeist would be cool. Even though I like that 4K of Poltergeist a lot from Warner Brothers, but it could definitely stand to have some new special features because I don't think that was back when Warner wasn't really doing new special features for their releases. So yeah, I'll say Poltergeist, but again, I would love The Shining and to do some kind of a box set release for The Shining. They did. They did. They didn't they that what was that God, what is it? Sacha Baron Cohen from Talladega Nights. We invented the menage a trois. We invented the missionary position. You're welcome. It was strange on my end. Your live stream did not start when it should. Had to refresh. Oh, shoot, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, sometimes it's weird like that. You can press on it before I like actually start it, and then it just won't automatically play. Like you have to get out of it and then get back into it again. But guys, we got 233 people in here. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're 134 likes. Let me give away another digital code. And I'm gonna keep it with Lionsgate for right now. And I'm gonna give away the Descent Part 2. Electric Boogaloo. Cave Dwelling Boogaloo. This is just crazy. I used to be able to hold these up to the camera and it would be just fine. And now it's ridiculous. Here we go. The Descent 2, Part 2, the most unnecessary horror sequel of all time. And it has a 4K steelbook from Lionsgate Limited. How about that, guys? We've officially run out of stuff to put out on 4K, apparently. My wallet will scream if I get Cooper Collection. Yeah, I hear you, man. $300 is a lot to drop on one release. Oh yeah, you're gonna see them waxy figures on the screen. That's what's gonna happen. You better bring some I don't even know what I was gonna say. You better bring some matches, light them candles up, them waxy people on screen. So we are going to have Doondom. Yeah, Doondom. That's true. Cider House Rules. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I watched the first season or half of it. I didn't even get through it. Started watching with my son 3 or 4 years ago, and he lost interest. So then I just didn't watch it. I liked it though. I liked what we were watching, but I'll have to jump back in at some point. Yeah, I will, Uncle. I will. Ryan Nar, yeah. Ever since I shut down my PO box, he hasn't been able to send me his box of stuff. You know, he used to send me a lot of stuff, so I don't usually see him in the live streams too often. Maybe he's here. Ryan, if you're out there, let me know. Let's see. I heard Manhunter on Steelbook was getting censored. I don't think it's a Steelbook. And again, I don't necessarily call it censorship when you're just doing a new cut of your film and deciding to cut. At least you're advertising it as a new cut. I mean, I don't like that they're not including the theatrical cut. I think that's kind of shitty, but that's a different thing. At least they're advertising it as a new cut and they're putting it out. I don't see that as, I mean, it's kind of censorship, I guess, but I just don't see it in the same way or as the same thing. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, but you should have got an email, Borat. You should have got an email that you're supposed to get a replacement. And if you didn't, then reach out to them, email them. And maybe that's how you get that email. Maybe you have to reach out to them to get it. They might not automatically do it. I don't know. So just email them and tell them what's going on and make them make it right. You shouldn't have to do that, but make them make it right. Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's all neon films, but it's not, the prices are shit. Yeah, I get that. I mean, neon's got a lot of great films. Oh, you got the Parasite 4K? Cool. Parasite's a great movie. My wife and I rewatched it. I mean, I had seen it a few times back when it came out, but that movie ages really well, I think. I enjoyed it, probably the best I had watching it the most recent time. Yeah, I mean, if you get something from Neon, get it from Amazon. All the stuff's on their website is also on Amazon, except for their exclusive stuff like the No Other Choice box set. Oh, Neon didn't do me dirty. They didn't do me dirty. I didn't take part in that sale, Jake. But what's up, Jake from Steelbook Obsessed? How you doing, buddy? My favorite movie from Neon, again, this is one I'd have to look up. I wanna say Parasite, but there might be another banger that I'm not thinking of. I also really like I, Tonya. I think that's good. Did they do Ingrid Goes West? That's a good movie too. It looks like they started, they didn't start until 2017 with that Colossal film. What was that, Anne Hathaway and Jason Sudeikis? I remember watching that. That's a good question. Portrait of a Lady on Fire is good. Um, oh, they were involved in Palm Springs, the Hulu movie. I mean, I have to say, Titan is fucked up. Crimes of the Future, I like. Infinity Pool, I like a lot. Did they do Possessor? Yeah, they did Possessor too. It's so far it's between Possessor and Parasite for me. I like Immaculate too. I was a fan of Presence from last year. Oh, The Life of Chuck is great. Oh man, It Was Just an Accident. See, their stuff, they go all over the place. Shelby Oaks to freaking Sentimental Value, like Trash to Prestige. No Other Choice is awesome. I still think I like Parasite a little bit more. I'll probably say Parasite. I think it's Parasite, but I had to check. I had to check. I ordered Hokum, but instead of the 4K, they sent me an 8-ball of Columbia marching powder. Haven't slept in 24 hours. Oh my goodness. How about going back to full screen, Cam? You want me to go to full screen? Can I go to just straight full screen? How does that work? I just took myself off the screen. That's what happened there. What about right here? You want me to do this? Like this? You want me to do this? Up here, down here, up here, right there, up in the corner. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Oh, you probably said that when I was in the corner, didn't you? I always forget I'm behind. All right, let me catch up. Who doesn't love a happy ending? They contacted me about Monkey 4K, said I could keep Blu-ray and they'll send me the 4K too. Okay, there you go. But not Hokum? Hokum? They didn't do that? Well, I mean, there's only one of those, right? It's only that big box set, right? Yeah, no. I mean, it's like who wants to pay $75 to get 3 Dollar Tree Blu-rays? You get free shipping. Like the only way I would use that is if I was getting no other choice. So I would only use it if I had no other choice. That's the only way I'm using it. Honestly, I heard about it? I'm a part of it. So I don't like they're a very small thing. Like it's two people working out of their garage. And I understand that. So I'm not trying to give a small business. I'm not trying to make like a video about them, bashing them because they're a very small business, two people running it. And they've done, they've sent me stuff before and it's been wrapped well and it's been great. But I did order a Racer, the 4K chunky box from them. And I think I got an imprint release. I think I got Trigger Effect or something from imprints. And I ordered those in June, the first week of June. And that release came out I think, at the end of June. We're now closing in on the end of August. I still don't have it. And I saw some kind of notice on their social media. Again, I'm not trying to blast them, and everybody deserves a vacation. But they put up some kind of notice that said they were going on vacation and shutting down the website for 3 weeks, and that people that ordered stuff during that time wouldn't get their stuff, which is fine. It's whatever. But I mean, I ordered my stuff like a month and a half earlier than that vacation, or a month or whatever, and it came out before they went on vacation. Um, but okay, they went on vacation for 3 weeks, fine. And then they come back and they say that they're struggling to keep up with their orders, which I would think so. I don't even know if they shut down the website when they were on vacation. They might have, but I don't know. That's just a bad situation and kind of a bad look for them. I think personally. But again, like, I wasn't trying to come out and blast them or make any kind of videos or anything like that, because I would just feel bad doing that to a small company. But yeah, I'm a part of that, and again, yeah, I'm still waiting on my eraser set, and I'll be honest, I don't know how many more times I'm gonna order from them after that. If I ever do. Like, if I've got the Orbit Diabolic option, I'll probably, end up going with them. I mean, Orbit honestly is the site that I've had the least amount of issues with. So at this point in time, I kind of prefer ordering with them because, there was my whole thing with Diabolic and the Blair Witch set that happened like a year or so ago, which wasn't really Diabolic's fault. I don't think, but and they did me right there. They resent it, but I just like Orbit because I'll group like 3 things together and get free shipping, and it's just easier for me to use them. But I try to spread the love, and I spread the love over to the movie room, and I'm kind of paying for it. But yeah, I'm definitely aware of that situation. Well, nice to see you too. The best show for me, I am wanting on 4K is Heated Rivalry. I love gay hockey. Hell yeah. That is getting a 4K, isn't it? Getting like a 4K big box set, isn't it? That's crazy. Exactly. Like, even just a Warner Archive or Paramount Presents or something, just some kind of little Blu-ray line. Don't make it a Disney Movie Club exclusive. Freaking, that was bullshit. Just make it available to everybody and do like a Warner Archive thing. And you can put out all these classics like Bedknobs and Broomsticks. And where the hell is Mary Poppins on 4K? Like, why do we not have that? Are they idiots? Why would they put out Mary Poppins on 4K? It's just ridiculous. But yeah, they could do so much with what they have. They could be releasing Columbia Classics box sets, but with Fox titles, with 20th Century Fox titles going back to like the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Like, they could be doing that kind of stuff. Like 6 films from the classic Fox era or leading up through time. Like, you could do a box set with some classic Fox movies and some more current Fox movies that need 4Ks, and 6 movies in a set, and make it look just like the Columbia Classic set, maybe a little bit different to put your spin on it. But like, I made a whole video about this years ago, just talking about all the different things they could do with the stuff that they have. And they won't, because they don't want that. They want all their stuff to be on streaming. That's what people, got to understand. Like, they don't want physical media. They despise physical media. Like, they hate having to do these steel books for people, but I don't know. I've been waiting for decades for Disney to release disc version of Condor Man. Keep waiting. Yeah, like stuff like the Black Hole. There's all kinds of stuff. What's up, Danny? How you doing, man? I hope you're doing well, dude. Does anybody remember The Boy Who Could Fly? Wonderful family film with ILM effects. I think Warner released it, so maybe Vinegar Syndrome could pick it up. Maybe. No, that's still to this day the only movie I fell asleep in the theater watching. It could be a great movie. Maybe I need to revisit it, but that's my memory with it right now. Like, I fell asleep watching Hannibal. Guys, we're 2 likes away from another giveaway. So hit the like button. 150, I'll give away another code. I got 2 more codes I can give away. Rumpelstiltskin. It's not as good as Leprechaun. It kinda let me down a little bit, but I thought the quality was great, and I really enjoyed the special feature. I have seen Under the Silver Lake. That's a weird, kinda neo-noir film. I liked it. I need to rewatch it, though. Like, if Second Sight did a release of that, I would probably get it, honestly, because I remember liking it, and, I also think it would look good in 4K, just from what I remember of it visually. Ken, I agree with you about mainstream audience do not find value films, and us physical media owners care about them a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but I just think it was built up a little bit too much for me. It I was thinking I was gonna get, like, The Raid, but it's not it's good, but it's not The Raid, you know? Yeah, I did a video about that, Grievous, Angel. I did a video about what I would like to see Arrow Video do from Warner Brothers. I think I did that whole a video of that entire question, and the It movies were in that. I want the same thing. Or I said um, put the miniseries and 1 and 2 in a box set together, all 3 of the movies in a box set together. I don't know. They announced the Blu-ray set. I posted on the Physical Media Report account, but I don't know about the I would assume they put those out on 4K at some point, but I don't know. I probably unpopular. I love Doctor Sleep though, so I think you're wrong, but I'm not mad at you for saying that because I think Doctor Sleep is great. So, my biggest pet peeve when it comes to boutique releases, um, my biggest pet peeve is when they don't put any special features on them. That's my biggest pet peeve. My biggest pet peeve. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. If I do, I'll get back with you. Yeah, I heard that rumor too. I hope it's true also. I love that movie. No, I don't have those movies. I know who does have those movies. Tony from Basement Blues. Go check out his channel. He's got all that stuff. When will Buckaroo Banzai get a 4K release? I don't know. Who owns it? If you look up Buckaroo Banzai and it's got 20th Century Fox or Touchstone or Hollywood Pictures or Disney next to it, you're probably not gonna see it. You seen Swing Kids? I haven't seen that one. Employee of the month is Lionsgate Limited. Is that Lionsgate? I'm sure. Why not? Why not? Executive decision needs to come to 4K. I think there's a pretty good chance that that happens, honestly, because they're doing a lot of Seagal stuff, and he was in that movie too. And I could 100% see that happening for sure. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. That was a great 4K. Let's see. Oppen Barbie. Yeah, I meant to do a video on that, but there's a lot of the A24 stuff that they're not doing anything with, and I think it's a little concerning. And I think it's something we need to discuss. There's that. There's Eternity, which I just watched on HBO Max, which is a really good movie. Um, there's How to Make a Killing, but that has an overseas 4K, I think, but it doesn't have one in the States, and, there was one more, The Moments, which I think has a release in Canada, but again, none of these have releases in the States, so A24 is skipping over a lot of their movies, putting them out on physical media. I don't think they used to do that. Magnolia 100% needs to come out from Criterion. I'm hoping that they announce that. What's up, Planet Mondo? How you doing, man? Yeah, they do have a lot of good horror movies. They also got Pig, don't they? With, Nicolas Cage. I like that movie a lot too. Oh, sweet. I appreciate you watching, man. And I hope you enjoy They Will Kill You. I think that's another really underrated 2026 movie. I wish it did better when it came out because it was really I had a blast watching that movie in the theater, but nobody was in there with me and nobody saw it. So I wish that movie got more love. It would be nice if we got Lonesome Dove. It wouldn't bother me. I'd be all about it. What's up out of Africa? Just got my notification for Angel of Heat. Sweet. Sweet. Was that Synops or Red Shirt? I think it's Red Shirt. What is your favorite movie that features men in love? Probably this might be a joke question, but I'm gonna answer it seriously I'm gonna answer it seriously and sincerely. And I would probably say Moonlight. I love Moonlight. That's one of my favorite A24 films. I think it's a great movie, directed by Barry Jenkins. Has some great cinematography. Has some great. It's a great story with some great themes and social commentary. And I love the 3 act structure and him kind of going through life. And I love that movie. I'm a huge fan. If Second Sight put out a big box set of that, I'd be all over it. I'd be all over it. You were right when you were given recommendations on the Screen Factory sale about the Silver Bullet 4K. That's the best 4K. It's an incredible 4K. Incredible 4K. They got too big, too fast, it seems. Yeah. Yeah. Orbit DVD is amazing. You may want to reach out to Frank of Frank Medium Reviews, not to put him on the spot. He always talks about him. Um, yeah, I mean, I know he orders from them a lot. I'm not saying that they've been great up until now. I just don't know. I just hope that doesn't hurt them. I just think that doing something like that's going to add some negative. It's gonna lead to a lot of negativity in the future towards them and their website. I think if a lot of people don't want to wait 3 months to get their order in. Like we're seeing that with TerraVision as well. Like they don't want to wait a year. They don't want to wait 3 months. If they pay you their money and you take their money, like they want their stuff. And I'm pretty sure Movie Room takes your money as soon as you order. So I people want their stuff. They don't want to wait 2 or 3 months. You know, if you're pre-ordering and then it comes out in 2 or 3 months, fine. But after it releases, nobody wants to wait 2 or 3 months to get it. So you got to fix that. You got to fix that. 1981 Possession. Your guess is as good as mine. They should. They 100% should, but I don't know. I just don't know. Disney won't put out old classic Fox titles from the 30s on their streaming service, and Conor Man got a DVD exclusive to Disney Club. I have it. They won't. That's what I'm saying. They don't do anything with it. So, like, you might as well put it out on physical media for people that want it and make a little bit extra money. Like, it just doesn't make sense to not do that. Besides, they just don't want to devote the resources to doing something like that. Like, you could create a small team, you know, that's experienced in physical media and doing this kind of stuff and has experience in doing special features and things like that, restorations. Create a small team and then devote them to that, like doing restorations of some of these classic Fox titles and Touchstone and all that. Putting out stuff like "Can't Buy Me Love" or "What About Bob" or Splash, like these movies that don't have Blu-rays yet. Like there's so many of them. There's so many of them. It's crazy. Yeah, I liked it, Adrian. I liked it a lot, actually. It's my favorite of the Tom Holland Spider-Mans. I really enjoyed it, and I was not expecting to. I didn't like the trailers, and I didn't think it was gonna be any good at all, but I really enjoyed it. The Hobbit, those Hobbit movies are pretty bad. They're not good. You see, I gotta give that movie another chance, and I did buy the 4K, but I remember watching that on Netflix years ago, and I was not into it, and I turned it off. So I didn't even finish it, but I need to rewatch it though. Well, I think Grindhouse Video shut down their store, didn't they? I thought they did. Well, we used to do lives every week. So on our channel, Married with Media, we did 100 live streams. It was Married with Media Live. We did it every Monday nights. We talked about going back to doing it, but it gets tougher with the kids in school now and stuff. So we want to do another podcast soon, but I like doing the lives. So maybe. Uh, Gold with Roger Moore. I don't know if I had that one. Let's see. Let's see. I just watched Barbarian 4K and thought it looked really good. Movie is great, of course. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, I just reviewed that tonight, so that'll be out soon. MGM as Buckaroo. Well, we might get it. Shout needs to do a Phantasm box set. See, I don't think Shout would be the ones to do that. That seems like something that Arrow Video would be all over. Like they've already done a Phantasm box set, so to me it would be easy for them to, even if it was an overseas 4K box set like Psycho or Hellraiser, like they could do that. I was hoping they would do that within the next year or so. But yeah, that would be cool. That's why like I always see that Phantasm box set in the Arrow Video sales. Like I'll check the UK site and I almost get it. And then I'm like, I just feel like they'll do a 4K of these movies at some point. Favorite Statham movie? Probably Crank. I like Crank. I got nostalgia for that one. So I'll say that. I Saw the Devil has a Umbrella Blu-ray, but I think the box set sold out, but it's still got the regular Blu-ray, I think. It's a great box set though. I can go grab it if you want to see it, Michael. If I can find it. Been sitting in that chair too long anyway. Look at that. Some fantastic artwork. I Saw the Devil. Great movie. It's a brutal movie, though. A brutal movie. All right. Did we get to 150 or we're at 166 likes? So I'm giving away Mortal Kombat 2 4K digital code. If we get to 200 likes, I'm going to make it 200. If we get to 200, I'll give away the Furious digital code. Yeah, see that? Booyah! Mortal Kombat 2. A movie that I didn't like very much. I'll be honest. I didn't like it. What do you want me to say? I thought it was mid. Is that what the kids say? All right. Let's go ahead and well, fortunately, Romero, I got a review copy from Warner Brothers. So I did not purchase Mars Attacks, but I was thinking about getting the box set because I freaking love that movie. I said it in a post tonight. I think it's my favorite Tim Burton movie. I'm not afraid to say it anymore. I love Mars Attacks. I love it. Absolutely love it. So I kind of wanted to get the box set, but if not, maybe I'll just get the Steelbook. The Steelbook's on Amazon still, and I think I like the design of it. But I wanted kind of a specialty version of it in some way. But You can get it on Amazon, Romero. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it anywhere. Probably on Walmart, Target. Oh, they had they'll just randomly have steelbooks at Walmart all the time. Like I see people shoot videos like Jake, Steelbook Obsessed, who was just in here. He'll be at Walmart and all his shelves are stocked with steelbooks and all the new releases. And it's like I see it all over the place on social media. My Walmarts never look like that. Never. Never. Not for the past 15 years have they looked like that. Cruising, I love Cruising. I wouldn't say that that's about men in love though. But I love that movie. Love it. All right, let me put a pin on Cruising. Let's get on the Toy Robot website because that's up and running now apparently, and I wanted to check it out for the first time with you guys. And for those of y'all that don't know, Toy Robot is a sub-label of Arrow Video. And a lot of people that work on the Arrow Video stuff is also working on the Toy Robot stuff. And they're basically what it looks like is they're doing a lot of the more like cult stuff that Arrow Video usually does, but I think they're freeing up Arrow Video to do primarily more mainstream releases, is what I'm thinking. And Toy Robot's going to focus more on the cult titles. Like, we got, Masters of the Universe feels like more of a mainline title, but like Guyver 2, which I should be getting in pretty soon. All right, I'm trying to find Toy Robot. Is their website up and running yet? I thought they did a freaking toyrobotvideo.com. Okay, maybe I typed in the wrong thing. Toyrobotvideo.com. All right. Okay. Oh, and the Watchers, which is cool. I'm excited about that one. Let me share the screen. All right. I'm going to tell y'all something right now, though. The Toy Robot logo, it's kind of growing on me. I'm going to be honest. I like the logo. I like the logo a lot. I think it's pretty cool. So, okay, Watchers, Masters of the Universe. So all this stuff's on here. This is the US site. We got Coming Soon, Marshmallow, $25. Masters of the Universe, $28. Ninja Wars, 25. Manhunt, 25. Watchers is 25. Roaring Fires, 25. Masters of the Universe, 4K, 40. See, I mean, their prices are still pretty good. Still pretty competitive, I'd say, with like an Amazon or something. So, yeah, I mean, obviously they don't have a great selection, but yeah, I guess this is pretty much it. You get 10% off your first order when you sign up. So if I am going to, yeah, they don't have the new releases on here, but I'm pretty sure on Blu-ray.com they did it. Let me go to Blu-ray.com. I was gonna try something real quick. Continue shopping. All right. Let me see. Toy Robots. All right, so they did. I don't even know if they've officially announced this stuff, but this is what's on Blu-ray.com. It's not on their website yet, but apparently they have already announced it. The Corruptor is coming to 4K, but that looks like it's a UK title. Potentially. Chow Yun-Fat and Mark Wahlberg. You also got Above the Law with Steven Seagal. And that looks like it's also maybe a UK title. Hopefully these titles get released in the US because all these pictures right here are the UK. So yeah, I don't know if this is right. I'm thinking that some of these are going to be in the US. It's just they're showing the pictures from the UK versions. But the Corruptor's got a few new special features. Above the Law's got a couple new special features. So what I'm wondering is, since we see a Seagal movie here, are they going to handle Seagal's more, I guess, more niche action films from the 80s and 90s, or more, lower profile, lower level films? And then Arrow Video is going to handle like Under Siege, and they're going to do Under Siege 2. What's another big Seagal movie that he did? I'm not a huge Seagal guy, so I don't know, but I know there's like a list, a bunch of stuff that Warner Brothers did like double packs for and stuff that a lot of people were speculating was coming to 4K. And I'm just wondering if I feel like Arrow will probably do the big Seagal stuff, and then the more like the lower level Seagal stuff they'll let Toy Robot do, is what I'm thinking. And then you got the Corruptor, A Man of Reason, and what's the last one? Z-Pang. So there you have it. I don't know. What do you guys think? They look like they're putting a lot of good work into these with new special features and 4K restorations from the original camera negative. It says Above the Law just says HDR, no Dolby Vision though. Corruptor's got both. So yeah, I don't think we got the full announcements yet though. I was going to try to pre-order this, but I wanted to make sure my information didn't pop up before I did this. Okay. So basket total $25. I was trying to see what they had for shipping options. I don't know. I got to sign in to see all this stuff, so I don't know. I don't know if I want to do all that. But I guess that's cool. Toy Robots. What do y'all think of the websites? Is it exciting? What do y'all think about Above the Law? I think these announcements are supposed to come officially on Friday, but for some reason they got leaked early and they're on Blu-ray.com, and I don't know how. I don't know, because they did their teaser right here. Let me pull this up. So this is on their social media. Look out later this week. Toy Robot videos, November title announcements are coming. Join us this Friday, August the 21st at 3 p.m., 10 a.m. Eastern for our reveals. So let's see. It might have been Dawn of the Disc that leaked it. Or maybe he got it from Blu-ray.com forums, but I don't know where they got it from. I don't know. Apparently these got leaked and they put them up on Blu-ray.com, and that's what's going on. So hopefully Above the Law and the Corruptor, at least, US releases. But either way, I guess it doesn't matter too much. You can just order it off of Orbit or Diabolic if you want to. Okay. Let me get back into the chat. And I got one more thing I wanted to do. I don't know if I'll have time to do it, but if we do, I will, because I think you guys should know about this sale that's going on. Yeah, they didn't put out what they did. Yeah, they put out a VHS of it. They didn't do anything else other than a VHS. Yeah, it might be worth doing a video on just all the, because there's probably other ones that I'm not even thinking about. Just doing a video on some of the stuff that A24 didn't do special editions for, because they took it over. They decided, hey, we're going to put out our own films on physical media, and they've been doing a good job. But before, their movies would come out through Lionsgate. Like Lionsgate did the distribution for them, did the work for them. And for a little bit, Lionsgate was doing stuff, and then A24 was doing stuff. So I feel like it would still be beneficial if Lionsgate would do some of the lower level titles they didn't want to do, or maybe give them to Alliance or something to do. And then they could still put out their movies the ones that they really want to get out there through their line and their prestigious digipack packaging. They could put that out themselves and then give somebody else, I don't know, give it to Decal or Lionsgate or Alliance or whoever you want to give it to, and put out stuff like How to Make a Killing, The Moment, Eternity, whatever you don't want to do. I think Eternity should have come out though. That was a pretty good movie, and it feels like a movie that would have been, a good A24 digipack release. I don't know what goes into their decision making process when it comes to stuff like that, because we got Baby Girl on 4K from them. It's like, and you can't give us Eternity. Like I don't know. I don't get it. Legends of the Fall. I don't have a lot of smut. CB Trucker movies. No, I do love me some Joyride though. Candy cane. I do like that movie. Yeah, but didn't Mars Attacks come out this week? I didn't think I got it in early. I thought it already had been out. I thought Mars Attacks came out this week. Yeah, it came out August the 11th. Came out last week. Yeah, I didn't get it. I mean, I probably had it for a week or so. Actually, I think I got it last like Thursday, so I got it late. I didn't get it early. That'd be a good one. I went to a Reddit article. They are apparently also putting out Big Trouble in Little China in 4K in France too. Sons of bitches. I did see Mrs. Doubtfire was coming out in Spain, maybe. I saw that cover. I never posted it, but I saw it. Pennywise or Joker? I mean, probably Pennywise. He's like a cosmic freaking alien being, like with all kinds of powers. Probably Pennywise. Boo Travell. You get super bad on 4K. Well, that's you. I would get super bad on 4K too. They didn't even release 3 Men and a Baby on Blu-ray, and that was a huge. Yeah, I mean all those movies. Down and Out in Beverly Hills. The Beverly Hillbillies. Ruthless People. Like there's a lot of stuff. Have no skulls in films. I don't know. They probably took it out with CGI or something. No. What happened with Crunchyroll? I honestly don't know. Hey Phil, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Fun fact, Phil was actually my second guest ever on World's Biggest Collectors when I used to do that show. A lot of you all may not even know what that is because it's been so long since I've done it. But there were like 60 episodes, and Phil was guest number 2. Are there any movies you absolutely love but your wife hates, or so you have to watch them on your own? I mean, so much. So many of the, shitty horror movies I watched from Vinegar Syndrome, like there's some of them I really enjoy. She would never watch. I'm not trying to ignore you. What'd you type? Good, bad, HBK4. What'd you type? I'm not trying to ignore anybody, but I got a lot of people in here. It's hard to pick stuff out. The Wedding Singer, The Jerk, The Gauntlet. Yeah, that's what I heard. I feel like he did a live stream like 2 years ago where he was talking about how he was shutting the website down and just focusing on the store, which that's somebody that's realizing his limitations and what he can handle and what he wants to handle, and that's what he's doing. So you can't really fault him for that. And I don't even know if you were faulting him. I'm just saying in general. Imprint, they are too expensive. They are. I do not own an AR headset. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's not a movie that's very rewatchable, but it's a great movie. Yeah, I need to grab it. But I feel like they'll do a 4K set right after. Yeah, you should do The Land Before Time for sure. Yeah, I would love to do more top 10 lists and things like that. They usually don't do very well though. So, but I mean, maybe that shouldn't matter. Maybe I should do them anyway, or just come up with a clever way to title them and make them more enticing. But I've done a few and before. But top 10 favorite movies is tough. Like it's just I don't even know how I would assemble that. It would be so hard. Roger Moore is my favorite Bond. See, I haven't seen one Roger Moore James Bond movie. That's a good kickoff. Honestly, I don't really do kickoffs anymore. I used to do stuff like that. Now it's just I try to watch a lot of horror movies. Every year I feel like it's different. And my wife is usually more into watching horror movies in October, so I'll get her to watch more stuff and I try to get her to watch some of the classic stuff. So it's basically whatever I can get her to watch, or whatever's coming out on physical media that I need to watch or something like that. But I'm really gonna try to come up with some kind of a list. I need to pick like 20 horror films I got back there that I've never seen, and or maybe like 15 I've never seen and 15 that I have seen, and do some kind of like 30 days of Halloween or something because I like to rewatch stuff too during the spooky season. Yeah, I 100% am paying for physical media. I'd still buy quite a bit, but um, yeah, the review copies and stuff help. It helps be able to cover as much as possible on the channel and not have to not be able to pay my mortgage. So it helps for it helps for that. But I mean Barbarian I bought. I don't get anything from Disney because I hate them. And I will not take a single thing that they do to review because, like I said, I'm just not a fan. But they do release stuff that I feel like I need to own, so I will buy from them. But I will not take anything from them and shill their product on my channel. But Warner Brothers, I'll 100% shill because I love Warner Brothers. Lionsgate, I love Lionsgate, even if they put out crap like The Descent 2. And you know what? Um, I will promote the good companies that I believe in. That's what I do on this channel. Do I like AI? Not really. Not really. I'm gonna be honest. I am getting tired of this. Um, it's like it's like a virus of AI that's just spreading all over social media. Everybody's using AI for everything, and I'm just so tired of it. I'm so tired of looking at it. It looks shitty. Even if it like kind of looks good, it also just looks shitty. So I just don't I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it. But I don't really use it. I've toyed around with it a couple of times. I've made I think one thumbnail with it, and then I replaced it with one of mine. I would rather my thumbnails. What happened back here? I'd rather my thumbnails look shitty and know that I at least made them than look shitty and know that AI made them. I'll just say that. I don't like the pink. I prefer the blue strip. It's a decent, good selection of movies. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're exciting. I think they're an exciting new label. I'm looking forward to the future. I think they're going to be doing a lot of the cult stuff, the under the radar stuff, and they're going to let Arrow do, the more mainstream stuff. The Glimmer Man. Yeah, they can do all the Fat Seagal movies. Oh shit. Yeah, I like that. I like that. If they do some if they have like at least one surprise, one that wasn't on the list already, I may do a video about the announcements on Friday. Hey, Pizzow, how you doing, buddy? That's me. That's my alias. Actually, no, I am the Dick Father on Instagram. The Disc Father. That was me the whole time. The physical media, VHS, DVD man. I think he's just on X right now. I think he left Instagram actually because he got clowned so hard. But yeah, that's me. I am the physical media report. I am also Don the Discs, and I'm also the Disc Father as well. I'm all of them together. You all heard it here first. Well, thank you for that recommendation. I'm going to check that out now. Oh my goodness. Well, I go see The Grinch 2 in the theaters, only if it's got Jim Carrey in it. Only if it's got Jim Carrey. It's not out in the UK then. I watched it the day after I received it. Smoking the Bandits. I'm going to be honest with you, 80s made, and welcome, by the way. I'm going to be honest with you. I have had the Smokey and the Bandit 4K for 6 years or 5 years. Well, going on 6 years. I think it came out in early 2021. Still haven't watched it. But I'm going to get to it. Commando does need a 4K, but it's also Fox. Yeah, Freddy versus Jason. Convoy. I did get Convoy too. I need to watch that. The Slums of Beverly Hills. Okay, so it's a little bit later, and yeah, I think that UK box set comes out in late August. Are you serious? Hokum 4K had outgassing or off-gassing? Wow. Neon's just gone to shit, haven't they? Oh yeah, the Crunchyroll are dumping out the physical media, mostly gutting out on the online store, and same goes for the manga books as well as even the right stuff was bought. Hey Ken, you name a vid on Barnes and Noble, other boutique label at 50% off. You name a vid. I don't know what that means, Emmanuel. Turner and Hooch is another one, yeah. They still haven't shipped out Arco 4K. Has that released yet, though? Has that released? I just purchased Twins of Evil 4K from Hammersmith. Imprint cost $54 on Orbit. Cheapest price I can find. They're coming back. They're coming back. I say that every time. They're coming back soon. How about that? One of the better Hammer films. I dropped the ball. I mean, I got the first 2 volumes. I've got some of them on 4K. I don't want to rebuy the same movies on 4K. Over-rendered slop, no soul. James Cameron been using AI upscaling on True Lies, Aliens, and Terminator 2 on 4K. Maybe. The fat Pazal, fat Seagal box set. Is Rachel Ward Fortress from 86 coming out? I don't know. Let's see. Most Fat Seagal movies are just him sitting at tables, smoking stogies, and talking shit in weird code switching accents. I've got a lot of videos on this channel. The Jinkster. For a starter collector like me, I have Mortal Kombat: A Simple Plan, Hellraiser 1 through 4 Ring Collection, Exorcist 3, and Inglourious Basterds. You got a good start. You got a very good start. I recommend Witness with Harrison Ford. It's a great movie. The Wild Things release was pretty great. The Wild Things release on 4K was pretty great. And I'm trying to not have to look back at my collection. Excalibur, great. Westworld, great. Cruising on 4K, great. The Mask, great. Mute Witness was pretty good. I didn't love that one, but it was pretty good. The Mexico trilogy. El Mariachi, Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Yeah, what Piz said, the Salem's Lot release was top tier. Yeah, they've done a lot of good work. Done a lot of good work. Oh, Warriors. The Warriors 4K, Barbarella 4K, Donnie Darko 4K. Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. That's on my list to watch soon. I'm excited for that. I haven't seen Identity since the DVD days. That's a good one though. There's a lot. I mean, I just did a video recommending stuff for the Barnes and Noble sale, so maybe check that out before you walk into your local Barnes and Noble. But it's a good time to stock up on Aero stuff because it's 50% off. A lot of 4Ks for $25 in Barnes and Noble and on Amazon right now. Yeah, the Conan movies, I mean, you name it. I mean, they've been killing it for years. For years. Okay, now that I'm caught up in the chat, yeah, Interspace 4K was great. I'm gonna jump on Groove real quick and then I'm getting out of here. So on groove.com, I did a video recently recommending some 4Ks that were in the 3 for $39 sale. And they got a sale right now that is 3 for $33. And it's over 270 movies. So you can get 3 4Ks for $11 a piece. And it's not a lot of their new 4Ks like the last sale had, but it's a lot of great 4Ks that Warner Brothers has done over the years. A lot of bangers, including stuff like Poltergeist and Singing in the Rain and The Green Mile and The Thing and Jaws 3. You know, if you're going to experience the nightmarish AI people in the background, you got to do it now in the sale for $11. It's the only way it's worth it. But I just wanted to kind of scroll through here, let you guys know the sale's available because I'll let you guys know about the 3 for $39, also the Blu-ray sale, but their crazy days continue and they got 3 for $33. A lot of these I've done videos on before. I've recommended these titles over and over and over again, a ridiculous amount of times. But Lethal Weapons on here, that's a great 4K. Pale Riders, great. Amadeus, the 4K. It's just a theatrical cut, but it's a great 4K. Singing in the Rain's great. The Green Mile's great. Poltergeist, The Thing, Wizard of Oz, American Pie's on here. Dirty Harry's on here. I mean, a lot of these are pretty new. I mean, some of these are 2025 releases. Duel, North by Northwest, Blazing Saddles, Outlaw Josie Wales, all bangers. Like to get these for $11, it's like, again, I don't understand. People are like, physical media is so expensive right now. It's so expensive. I can't afford to collect. Yeah, if you're only buying steel books and box sets, which it does feel like that's all they release, but there's so many great titles that Warner Brothers and Universal has put out that on a regular basis, and even Paramount on Amazon, you can find tons of Paramount 4Ks for like $12, $13. But like there's so many of these great 4Ks that you can really build a library of great films for $11 a piece to get some of these top tier movies on the best picture quality they've ever been on. So a lot of great stuff. The Flash, Rebel Without a Cause, Casablanca, E.T., The Northman, Mad Max, The Road Warrior, Dune, Inglourious Basterds, Spartacus. So, I mean, Like, look, the Arrow Video's got a great Inglorious Bastards, 4K that has some cool new special features. But if you don't really care about special features all that much, that 4K that Universal did, even though it got shit reviews, apparently when it first came out, it's a great 4K. It's a great 4K. The Arrow 4K is great. It's got a lot of features on it, but it's most of it's like archival stuff from DVD and Blu-ray. None of the new features, of course. But if you don't care about the features, like you just care about the picture quality, Inglourious Basterds is still a really solid 4K, and you can get it for $11 in this sale. V for Vendetta, Scott Pilgrim, Casino. I mean, Casino is a masterpiece. Spartacus, The Mummy, Scarface, another masterpiece. Batman, 89, Big Lebowski, Phantom Thread, Dunkirk, I Am Legend, Unforgiven, another masterpiece. Vacation, Barbie, Rope, which is probably top 5 Hitchcock movies for me. It's a great movie. Blue Beetle, never seen it, but it's in the sale. Fablements, 8 Mile, To Kill a Mockingbird, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, Smoking Aces, Last Night Solo, The Suicide Squad, Mortal Kombat, Vertigo, Carlito's Way. Again, another one with an Arrow title that if you want to give up the special features, if you don't care about it, that 4K from Universal at Carlito's Way looks just fine. It looks just fine. Great 4K. Space Jam, which I never got Space Jam. That might be one I need to get at some point. The Sting, Animal House, Godzilla 2014. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's tons of great titles here, guys. Tons. They're $11. 11. I mean, this sale will probably be lasting in the next couple weeks because it just started. So, Doctor Sleep's on here. It's got the director's cut on Blu-ray only, but the theatrical cut's on 4K. Joker's on here. 47 Ronin, Born Identity, First Man, Hot Fuzz, American Gangster, Get Out, Man of Steel. Like now you're starting to get into the stuff that's been out for a while, like Van Helsing and Apollo 13. But Van Helsing's got a 4K steelbook coming out for $30. You can get it right now on 4K for $11. But yeah, I just wanted to let you all know that sale was available as well. And now I'm at the 2-hour mark, and my throat's very scratchy and I can barely talk. So I'm gonna get out of here for the night. But y'all didn't hit 200 likes. I don't know if I can do my last giveaway. I was gonna give away the Furious digital code. So if you all want to try to get to 200 in the next 2 minutes, I'll give it away. If not, I'll save it for next week. How about that? Dirty Harry's great. It is great. I mean, there's so many, a lot of those titles are great. Great movies. Poltergeist is one of my favorite 4Ks reference quality. It's a great 4K. Screen Factory's Dawn of the Dead Steelbook. Dawn of the Dead was a really good 4K too. That was a really good 4K. Heading to Barnes & Noble on a day off. What are your thoughts on folks who don't care about PQ improvements? I mean, everybody's different. I mean, if you don't care about it, you don't care about it, you know. If DVD's fine for you, it's fine for you. That's what I think. You like what you like. You know, if it doesn't matter to you, it doesn't matter to you. I need Road Warrior somehow. Kim, when are we getting a proper 5.1 surround sound? Just buy used. I can't buy used. I can't. It's got to be top tier. Otherwise, why do it? Yep. Did I get anything from the Arrow sale? No. No, I didn't. No, I did not. I did not. There's a couple things I wanted though that I was going to try to get, but we'll see. All right, where are we at? 193 likes. We didn't make it, guys. I got to save the Furious for next week. I'm saving it for next week. I've also got some other stuff to give away next week as well. You can get top tier used. Well, speaking of a 4K, we need The Happening. Where's my 4K of The Happening? What? No. Yeah, I went ahead and picked up all the Batman 4Ks in the last Groove sale for 11 bucks a piece. Couldn't pass it up. Finally jumped on them. But all right, guys, we are done with this week's live stream, clocking in just over 2 hours. I wish it was real. Everybody keeps trying to sell me a dream in the chat tonight. I just, if it comes out in France, I appreciate France. I do. But I don't know if I'm buying 4Ks from France. I just don't know if I'm going to do it. So I need to wait for a more official release. But thank you all for watching. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.